Jai Shri Ram. Canto 52. Vashishta enjoins his cow of plenty, Sabala by name, to yield necessary articles for entertaining Vishwamitra. Supremely delighted to behold the celebrated Vashishta, the foremost of those engaged in muttering prayers, the very mighty hero Vishwamitra bowed low to him out of modesty and was greeted by the high-souled Vashishta in the words, "Welcome is your advent to this hermitage." Nay, the almighty Vashishta, it is said, offered him a seat, and when he had taken his seat, the great sage then placed before the learned Vishwamitra fruits and roots according to the rules of propriety. Accepting the hospitality mentioned above from Vashishta, the exceptionally glorious Vishwamitra, the foremost of kings, for his part then inquired whether everything was well with his austerities and Agnihotra worship of the sacred fire, as well as with his pupils and the plant kingdom, the means of their sustenance. In reply to his inquiry, Vashishta told Vishwamitra, the foremost of kings, that everything was going on well. The great ascetic Vashishta, son of Brahma, the creator, the foremost of ascetics, questioned the king as follows when he had been comfortably seated. "Is everything well with you, O monarch? Do you rule over the people, O pious king, according to the fourfold course of conduct prescribed for a king, delighting them with your love of righteousness? As are servants duly maintained by you, and do they ever stand at your beck and call? Have all your enemies been fully conquered, O destroyer of foes? Is all well with your forces, treasuries and allies, O destroyer of foes, no less than with your sons and grandsons, O tiger among men, divorced from sin as you are?" In reply, the exceptionally glorious king Vishwamitra told Vashisht, the noblest of all and rich in culture of his all-around welfare. Having carried on such talks for a very long time on that occasion, and full of supreme joy, the two celebrated and most pious souls felt pleased with each other. Then, at the end of the dialogue, O scion of Raghu, the almighty Vashishta spoke to Vishwamitra as follows, as though heartily laughing for joy. "I wish to offer hospitality to this distinguished army of yours, as well as to your own unfathomable self, according to your dignity. O very mighty king, please accept it from me. Receive you this honor done by me, O king, since you are the worthiest of my guests, and as such deserve to be zealously honored by me." Requested thus by Vashishta, the great-minded king Vishwamitra replied as follows, "Honor has been done to me by your very words of hospitality, duly entertained in every way by you who deserve to be honored by me, O venerable sir, through fruits and roots that are available in your hermitage, and water offered to us for washing our feet and rinsing our mouth with, nay, by your very sight, O highly enlightened soul, I shall now depart. Let my salutation be acceptable to you. Pray, ever regard me with a friendly eye." The pious and liberal-minded Vashishta actually invited the king once more, even though the latter went on saying like that again and again. Thereupon Vishwamitra, son of Gadi, they say, replied to Vashishta as follows, "All right, let it be as it pleases you, your venerable self, O dwell among sages." Full of delight, when addressed thus by Vishwamitra, the exceptionally glorious Vashishta, the foremost of ascetics, then called in the following words his cow, Sabala by name, so called because of her spotted color that had been washed clean of mud. "Come along, pray, come soon, O Sabala, and hear also what I say. I am determined to entertain with a sumptuous repast this Rajarishi Vishwamitra along with his army. Please get everything ready for me." Yield for my sake in desired quantities, O celestial cow of plenty, each one of the 6 varieties of dishes, viz. Pungent, acid, sweet, saline, bitter, and alkaline. That may be pleasing to a particular individual to his heart's content. Look sharp, produce, O Sabala, in plenty all kinds of food, accompanied by sweetmeats, drinks of various kinds, and dishes that can be licked, such as honey, or sucked, such as juice of a mango. Thus ends Canto 52 in Balakand of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Now Canto 53. Heartily entertained along with his army by Vashisht with delicious food and drinks yielded by his cow of plenty, Vishwamitra asks of him the cow, which Vashisht declines to part with. Thus instructed by Vashishta, O destroyer of foes, Sabala, a cow of plenty as she was, yielded all luxuries as desired by each particular individual of Vishwamitra's camp. Sugar canes, including all their products, sugar, etc., honeys of various kinds, even so fried grains of paddy, mareira, a kind of wine made of jaggery and other substances, and excellent spirituous liquors distilled from boiled or unboiled sap of sugar cane, as well as other costly drinks and foods of various kinds, especially those requiring mastication also. In this feast could be seen heaps as high as mountains of steaming rice, varieties of sweet rice boiled in milk, nay, pulses boiled into liquid form with salt and condiments, and even so streams of curds, as also of milk and ghee, and also silver plates in thousands brimful with delicious fruit juices of various kinds, as well as with sweetmeats. Sorry. Fully entertained by Vashishta, O Ram, the entire army of Vishwamitra, wholly composed as it was of joyous and well-fed men, felt highly gratified. Entertained on that occasion, along with the foremost inmates of his gynecium, as well as with the Brahmanas that had accompanied him, including his family priest, and even so with his ministers and counselors and dependents too, King Vishwamitra, a veritable sage among kings, felt rejoiced and strong. Full of supreme delight, he spoke to Vashishta as follows: I have been honored and sumptuously entertained by you, who are deserving of honor yourself. O Holy One, I shall now prefer a request to you. O Master of Expression, please, pray, listen. Sabala may kindly be handed over to me in exchange for 100,000 cows, as she is a jewel, and a king is the proper person who ought to receive a jewel. Therefore, make over Sabala to me. She is rightfully mine, O holy Brahman. Thus addressed by Vishwamitra, the almighty Vashishta, the foremost among ascetics, whose mind was given to piety, replied to the king as follows: I shall never part with Sabala, even in exchange for 1,000,000,000 cows, much less for 100,000, nay, not even for heaps of silver coins. She does not deserve to be weaned from my presence, O subduer of foes. Sabala is inalienable from me, even as glory is inalienable from a man practicing Raja Yoga, the methods of mind control. Moreover, an offering made to the gods in sacrifices, and that to the mains in the course of a Shraddha, as well as the sustenance of my life, depends on her. Nay, Agnihotra, daily oblations to the sacred fire, as well as Bali, the offering of a portion of the daily meal to all creatures, also known as Bhuta Yagna, which consists of throwing up into the air near the house door morsels of food before taking one's meals, and even so Vishwadeva, an offering made to all deities by presenting oblations to the kitchen fire before meals, sacrifices characterized by the repetition of the indeclinables Swaha and Vasat, at the end of the name of the deity to whom an offering is made, and even so, the uttering of various mantras, in as much as the capacity to utter them, rooted as it is in the satisfaction of hunger and bodily strength, etc., is derived from the milk of this cow, as this, no doubt, rests on this cow alone, O royal sage. She is my all, as also the source of my delight. Through her sight, etc., I say on oath. For these numerous reasons, I shall not give Sabala to you. Thus addressed by Vashishta, Vishwamitra, who was an expert in making out the meaning of words, then made the following reply in a really most importunate tone. I offer to you 14,000 elephants equipped with girths and chains of gold and decked with goads also of gold. I further offer to you 800 gold chariots driven by 4 white horses each and decorated with small tinkling bells. I shall also give you, O sage of noble vows, 11,000 highly spirited horses of excellent breed and born in territories noted for their horses. Over and above these, I shall give you 1 crore young cows distinguished by their different colors. Only let Sabala be given in exchange for this. Nay, I shall give you without reservation as many jewels and as much gold as you want. O jewel among the twice born, let Sabala be given to me. Even though solicited thus by the talented Vishwamitra, the almighty Vashishta made the same answer. I shall on no account part with Sabala, O king. She is indeed the only jewel in my possession. Nay, she is my only wealth. She alone is really my everything. She alone is my very life. She alone is my half-monthly sacrifice performed on the new moon, as well as its counterpart, viz., that performed on the full moon. Nay, all sacrificial performances concluded with abundant gifts, and even so, ritual acts of various kind, O king. All my religious rites, no doubt, are rooted in her. O king, what is to be gained by prattling a good deal? The long and short of it is that I shall not part with Sabala, who yields all my desired objects. Thus ends Canto 53 in the Balakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Interesting. I am waiting to read the next canto. I'll do it tomorrow. Jai Shri Ram.